All right. Peace and Black Power family. So today we're gonna get this thing popping. Matter of fact, before we even get it popping, let me know how I'm sounding. So I guess that just muted it. Let me know how I'm sounding, family. Let me know if I'm coming in good, if I'm coming in bad. Can y'all hear me out there? Can y'all hear me out? Let me know how I'm coming in. Am I talking to myself? Okay, so it seems like the mic is good. What the hell just happened? What the hell just happened? All right. So forgive me, family. This is my first time going live and everything. But today's hold on, give me 1 second, family. Let me go ahead and let everyone know that I'm live right now on YouTube so I can have everybody check in. YouTube so I can have everybody. Give me 1 second, family. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. Today's gonna be an interesting show. Right now. All right, and we not gonna play. We're gonna get into the information. YouTube right now. Swipe up. All right. So first and foremost, what I want to talk about is a lot of these so-called woke people who are talking pro-black. Now, I have a huge problem with the idea of talking black and not living black. That seems to be a problem within our community because we have people who, for all intents and purposes, talk black to sell things to black people, to benefit from black culture, but they don't live the black experience, right? If you're going to talk about black empowerment, if you're going to talk about black economics, if you're going to talk about uplifting the black community, you can't do that without the black woman. You can't do that without the black man. A lot of us seem to miss that whole narrative that black empowerment involves the black family. So for me, when people are talking about black empowerment, when people are talking about being pro-black and they don't have a black wife, that is or should be a red flag for you. Case point example, this gentleman who founded Fubu, who is now on a show called Shark Tank. If he still is on the show, I'm not sure. This gentleman made his living off of selling clothes to black people. This is a fact. He made his living off of selling clothes because FUBU stands for us, by us. For those who may not know, that's what FUBU stands for. FUBU stands for us, by us. He makes his money, becomes a millionaire, and marries a white woman. Now, some might say, man, why you tripping, Hassan? Like, who he marries doesn't affect the community. Why you worrying about him? Let him do what he do. Love has no color. You know, all the cliche things that we like to say when we want to justify our coonery and buffoonery. Facts. We like to use cliche shit. We will want to just when we want to justify our coonery and buffoonery. When we don't want to take accountability for our actions, when we don't want to be held accountable to the community, we like to come up with cliche slogans that usually come from the white supremacists. That's where we usually get it from. White people. We usually get our slogans from white people, whether it be black on black violence, you get what I'm saying? Whether it be, all lives matter, we usually get our slogans from white people. That's a fact. So people gonna say that. People gonna say, man, you tripping. You know, Let him love who he loves. Love has no color. When we're talking about black empowerment, I want to be very clear with this. When we're talking about black empowerment, when we're talking about generational wealth, all that love has no color stuff goes out the door. It is no longer relevant because you would never hear Jewish people saying things like love has no color. They just not going for it. They're not. Jewish families will ostracize, okay, children that decide to date outside their race because they understand the power of generational wealth. Of generational wealth. You have Africans who have been in America for 5 or 6 generations now, right? 5 or 6 generations since about the end of slavery. And you can't name one family that has generational wealth, like the Trump family, for instance, right? Trump family comes from what we call generational wealth, dating back to Frederick Trump, who owned a brothel and made money off of prostitution and bootlegging. It's a fact. But one thing that he instituted in his family was generational wealth, primarily white generational wealth. And so I've heard firsthand from wealthy white people say things like, we don't allow no browns. We don't allow no blacks. We don't allow no Hispanics. This is a white Anglo-Saxon family. It was founded by white Anglo-Saxons and it's going to continue to be white Anglo-Saxon. So when you can't separate economics, black empowerment, and your sexual desires for white mommy and white daddy, then you do not have the ability or should not have the ability to speak on black issues. I don't understand it. Why do black men and women think that you can sleep with whoever you want and then come back in our community and wave your finger at us? Why do you think that you can do that? Why do you think that you can make children of multiracial status, right? Make children of multiracial status who are going to be used to penetrate the black community. And I'm not bashing multiracial people, but I'm giving you examples. How do you think that you can make, or why do you think that you can make children of biracial status to enter into black society, create confusion within our society, and still think that you should have a voice in black society? How does that work? How does that work? Okay, let me know if y'all can hear me out there. Let me know if y'all can hear me. Let me know. Top checking, checking. 1 2 1 2. I don't want to be talking to myself now. The whole time I want to be talking to myself. Again, this is my first time trying to use. Okay, boom. Somebody put yes. All right. So good to go. Good to go. Am I coming in loud and clear? Do I need to speak up? Do I need to put the volume up? Nevertheless, once you decide to date outside your race, you lose all. And I don't necessarily want to say date outside your race because every one of us may have had a coon phase. Let me be clear on that. Some of us may have went to an all white high school. Our parents may have wanted to send us there. Thought we were going to get a better education. End up dating somebody outside of our race. Okay, you ran across a Malcolm X video on YouTube. Now you woke. I got you. Bam. Now you accountable. Now you know, right? Okay, you made that mistake. I got you. We can accept that. Everybody makes mistakes. But when you openly chastise black people, talk degrading to black people, and say, you know what black people problem is? And your wife is not black, you need to shut the fuck up. I'm sorry. You need to shut the fuck up. Because you have no say so, or should have no say so over what the black community does of what the Black community views as progress for themselves, because you yourself are not bringing progress to the Black community. Is that not rational enough? Is that not sensible enough for some people to understand? If you're not bringing empowerment to the community, then why do you think you should have a voice within the community? We're trying to build something here. We're trying to empire build. And as Neely Fuller says the system of racism, white supremacy functions in 9 levels of human activity: economics, education, entertainment, labor, law, politics, religion, sex. Okay, let's not forget sex and war. Okay, that's the system of racism, white supremacy. It functions in all levels of human activity. All those elements are ran, and you're like, sex, but I control who I sleep with. But how is white supremacy controlling who I sleep with? Well, let me give you a breakdown on that. Right? Let's deal with sex, because we can't seem to disconnect our body parts and understand that racism, white supremacy functions in that area too. Give you a prime example. I talked on multiracial people already, right? How they're used as a buffer to white supremacy. Every time we get upset, we want to take action, we want to organize. You have people who are of mixed ancestry who are stopping us from attacking the white supremacists, who are getting on their ass. Okay? Now they're using multiracial people to be a mouthpiece for the Black community. And these people, in all intents and purposes, don't truly identify as 100% Black, because they have 2 parents of different races. So white supremacy is now using them to speak for Black people when they don't have 2 Black parents. Okay? That's how sex plays into that. Also, we know that as Africans, we are 100%, we're raped every day in society. And I don't mean physically, I mean psychologically, I mean economically. We are raped every day within the society. And so you have a large percentage of us who believe that the lighter you are, the more beautiful you are. The lighter you are, the more beautiful you are. So with us being psychologically raped, we already run to white people. We already run to white people. You got some Black people, seriously, you have some Black people who think that they can fuck their way out of racism. Who think if we just love each other, which actually means if we just give white people pussy and dick, then they'll stop hating us. If we just allow them sexual access to our body parts, then everything will be okay. This is how low we have been. This is how degrading we are about this. That we think if we just love white people and let them love on us and do disgusting things to us sexually, then they'll stop hating us. Which, if you study your history and you know that that is not the case, because the slave master raped every one of his slaves, and still had a hatred and vitriol for African people. I mean, every night the slave master would go up in there, rape the men, the women, and the children. Sexual access to their bodies, and still hated the hell out of some damn Black people. Is that not the truth? When slavery ended, were there not, out of 10 million slaves who became free, there were 250,000 multiracial, aka biracial children? Think about that. Think about how many people were being raped. Out of the population of, out of 10 million freed Africans, you had 250,000 biracial children come out of that. That's a lot of fucking rape. That is a lot of rape. But yet we think because someone sleeps with us, that somehow they're not racist. I mean, he can't be racist. He can't be prejudiced because he's sleeping with me. He's laying down with me. She's jumping on my big black, that stupid shit that we say that we think actually means something. Because a white person could lay down with you all day and get up out of the bed and still be team white supremacy. And still be team white supremacy. I need you to know that. And still jump on the side of their race. Have children with you and all. Guess what? The slave master, he had children with the women. You know what he said? I know you have my son, so I'm not going to work you too hard. You can work in the house. You ain't gonna be outside with you. You gonna work in the house. So he even gave his child a job working in the house under his fully white children. We got to start thinking critically, family. Our survival is built on that. Our survival is built on us thinking critically and thinking linear, thinking long term. That's what our survival is built on. Not on good times, feelings, and emotions. Right now, I'm pretty sure everybody's on the whole R. Kelly situation. Few people are conscious of what's going on with this government shutdown, which is very, very dangerous. We got to understand that we got to stop depending on the government for our every need and every consumption, and we have to move our mindset from that, become a whole totally independent people. People that if the government existed, if the government shut down tomorrow, we would still be self-sufficient. We would still be able to grow our own food, maintain our communities in any way, shape, or form. That's true independence. Right now, we are a dependent people. That's why when I look around and you see who's arguing about who's the president, when you see who's arguing about who's going to be the governor and all that stuff like that, you notice it's only black and white people. Let me change that. It's only black people and poor white people who really care about who's the president. If you look for the majority, Asian people don't vote like that. You don't see Asian people running up talking about they don't care because they practice group economics. They don't care about that shit. Fuck who the president is. Me and my family, we got a thing going on here. So our money is gonna recycle each other within our community, and we're gonna marry other Asian people. So we don't care. Little Chinatown gonna be all right. Little Chinatown gonna be good. You feel me? Little Italy gonna be good. It's only black people and poor white people who really care about politics. It's the game that's being ran on them. We gotta understand that. Seems like we don't understand it. And then there's a level of bourgeoisie, Africans that they put over us to maintain the idea that if we vote, things are gonna change. So there's so many things that we have to rethink and relearn within our community and learn how to block some people out and be like, shut up, you don't speak for us. Especially if you ain't got no black wife and you ain't got no black husband. You don't speak for us. We have to learn when people have our best interest, because people could come around talking that best interest shit. They could come around talking all that best interest shit all they want and have bad intentions for the black community. And some of them may even be misguided. I don't know. I don't know who's misguided and who's not. But I know the road we've been going down for the past 150 years is not a positive one. I cringe every time I see Muhammad Ali's grandchildren. My skin crawls. This man fought white supremacy tooth and nail, was open about it, didn't play no games. Muhammad Ali was like, look, this is what it is. Bop, 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 bop. Like, lost his belt for black people, went to bat for black people. Like, he was not playing. And to look at Muhammad Ali's grandchildren today, it breaks my heart. It breaks my heart to know that this man sacrificed almost everything for his people, and now his legacy is gonna be white. 50 years from now, his is gonna be totally white, because his grandson now is already very, 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 high color. white. Look, he looks like an Italian. 150 years from now, what is the Ali name going to be? So, those things, those are some things that we definitely need to think about moving forward, man. 2019 can't be like 2018. We have to rethink. And then the people that come on social media talking about, man, you racist, man, you stupid, man. We just need to. Those are the black people who have low self-esteem. Those are the black people who don't have any race pride. Those are the black people that I said earlier who think that they can fuck their way out of systematic racism. Those are those people. We don't need to listen to those people. They should have no bearings on how we move as a community at all. Because they have low, man, what we need to do is, man, I got white friends and they cool. Listen, be quiet. You don't speak for the black community. You don't. We need alpha males who know who our enemies are. Okay? We need females to be about black empowerment. And if you're not, you don't have any say so on the black community. And not only do you not have any say so on the black community, you don't get no black dollars. Let's be real. You don't get no black dollars at all. If you don't, I'm not supporting a black man that does not have a black wife. I'm not supporting my own oppression. Everybody was tripping about the whole Black Panther movie. I know the movie went to, the money went to white people, whatever like that. But when I look at Ryan Coogler, if I maybe pronounce his name wrong, Ryan Coogler, the black dude who produced the Black Panther. When I look at him, I see a man with the black wife. A man with the black wife. I'm supporting a man with the black wife. And of course, white supremacy, they're gonna take their little 30%, 40%, whatever. Anything we do, they're gonna take their percentage off. That's just a fact. That's just a fact. Anything we do, they're gonna take that. The way they set this game up to play, they're gonna get their cush. They're gonna get their money. Anyway. So a lot of people think, well, I ain't support Black Panther. So fuck that shit. You buy gas every day. That's not a justification, but I'm saying you buy gas every day. So we got to stop being real about things. I support black people who support black people. I support black people who marry black people and who believe in creating generational wealth. Those are the black people I support. So if you're not on that wave, my G, you don't get no black dollars. I'm sorry. I just got to keep it all the way gully with you. You don't get no black dollars. Because when you die of a heart attack, when you get a divorce, when you and your white wife are no longer playing house anymore, and she decides that she's tired of being called a nigga lover, and she's tired of, being in this relationship, then that money that I supported you with is now going back to the white community, directly back to the white community. And I'm sorry, I just can't have that. I can't openly, knowingly support my own oppression. Am I making sense? Am I making sense? Or am I rambling? Because I believe that's what black empowerment is about. Even Garvey said, if you ain't got no black wife, my brother, you can't directly join the UNIA. You can't. You cannot directly join the UNIA because we need black men who love black women who want to produce more black children. And think about this. If we keep up with this whole interracial dating thing, right? There aren't going to be any more sexy black chocolate men that y'all loving so much. Y'all gonna have a whole bunch of waffle color, not playing the colorism thing. I'm not playing the light skin, dark skin thing because I don't do that. But I'm saying we're gonna have a whole bunch of beige brothers running around if we keep up with this interracial dating thing. You ain't gonna have no more mandingos, no African brothers. It's gonna be a whole bunch of light skinned brothers running around. Depending on how good your genetics is, they might damn near be white light skin. So if you truly love, honor, and appreciate black men and black women, the best thing you can do is create more black men and black women. How hard of a concept is that to understand? I truly don't get it. How hard of a concept is that to understand? Yeah, shout out to everybody that's listening. Appreciate that. Everybody that came through. Um, Especially when I say I'm going out. This is my first time really using the YouTube live thing. Because Instagram be playing. They don't let me keep that fire. You only get to keep it for a day. So I'm gonna try to navigate more to doing YouTube so it can go straight up so y'all can always watch this again and again and again. And I'm trying to find a way where people can call in so we can do like a whole little, show here, and it's not just gonna be for 24 hours the way Instagram does it. I know people love the Instagram lives. People are constantly saying, brother, save this. And I'm like, I can only save it for 24 hours. But on YouTube, we definitely can keep this for a lot longer time. So I definitely thank everybody for coming in. As they seen, I went live on YouTube and checking out. I truly appreciate that. Um, what else I was gonna say? Yeah. Well, I'm sorry. Let me go through some comments for a little bit. Let me go through some comments. Okay. Okay. Is my feed coming in good? Am I coming in loud and clear? I'm not skipping or anything like that. I want to make sure I'm coming in good. Make sure I'm not skipping. Okay, so I'm coming in good, coming in loud and clear. My lips ain't ashy. Don't have me out here with ashy lips, y'all. I don't want to be out here with ashy lips. The white supremacists, they'll find they'll be like, look at this nigga with these ashy lips talking shit on YouTube. You know. Okay, perfect. I love that. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So I definitely want to do like a time and date where we can do lives on a time and date, and I'm trying to set up. I'm not computer savvy. I can get through some stuff. So I definitely want to do something where people can call up, maybe on Skype, possibly, and we can talk like that, and everything can be recorded, and et cetera, et cetera. So I really want to get into that, family. Um, because again, I want to preserve this information. I don't want just to be a good Instagram live, and then nobody's able to see the information because everybody can't watch at the same time. Everybody can't, tune in on Instagram, but you can always go back to YouTube and be like, yo, the brother was live the other day. Let me go check that information out and let me go back and hear what the brother was talking about. Um, so, you know, that's always good to have. All right. Y'all see the RGB Haitian flag I got in the back? I gotta figure out a way to get this camera more stable. Red, black, and green. Y'all know, man, I live that all day, man. That red, black, and green. So I'm gonna just breeze through the comments right quick. Probably be up here for another 2 or 3 minutes. Shout out to everybody in the room: T. Coleman, DC's Inside, Dave East, Fatty Black, Glenn Bly, Raheem. Shout out to everybody who came through. I truly appreciate it, man. Y'all know, man, I do this from the heart. I do this for love. I do this for us because the more we become conscious, the more our children have a greater advantage. I got 2 daughters. As y'all know, I probably talk about my daughters a lot. And I get anxiety when I think about my daughters not having an alpha male to protect them in this society. Like, I need your sons, right? Whoever watching this, if you got a son, I need your son to be an alpha male like me so they can marry my daughter. Because I'm not working hard as an African man to take everything that I own and my daughter be like, well, I can't find a good black man. And then she want to marry Zaddy, and now I lost everything. You know, because you could only instill in your children your beliefs. It's up to them to follow them. You know, and if our dating situation keeps going the way it's going now, man, you should, yeah, yo. So I do this not only for me, so my daughters can have husbands that's gonna love them and respect them and be alpha males the way that I am. You get what I'm saying? So my daughters can have a man that ain't gonna play that clown stuff. That ain't gonna put no tap shoes on and dance for no cracker. A real man. A real man is gonna provide. Even if he dumping garbage. I don't give a hell what he doing. I don't care what he doing. He could be dumping garbage. He could be a busser, as long as he's providing, educating, uplifting, protecting, and respecting and he's black and respecting my daughter. I don't care what he doing. But we need to create more alpha males, alpha children. Who is daddy? Oh, zaddy. Zaddy is a code word for white men. I don't know where that comes from. I just heard it. Zaddy. You know, white girls, and I'm like, ooh, zaddy. Let me tell you something. As an African man, there is nothing attractive about white women to me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. They may be attractive to their men in their culture, but there is nothing attractive about a white woman to me. That's why I don't really, feel comfortable, you know, dating a black woman with weave. I'm sorry. Don't kill me, y'all. I'm keeping it 100. Because if you walking around with the, white girl hair, I don't like white women, so I don't like white girl hair, so I don't want to date a black girl that wears white girl hair. And that's no disrespect. I'm just saying, like, don't kill me, family, because I know how the women be. They already about to pull their knife out their purse. What you say? I can't wear no weave. We gonna get into that. This is the first live. This is the first live we ever doing on YouTube. We gonna get into that. But I don't like white women. You know, so that's just my 2 cents on the situation. But we gonna get in that. We gonna get into that another time. So I think the next YouTube live I might be doing will be Sunday at about 9 p.m. and hopefully everybody will be there. I appreciate everyone who's in the room now, everyone who's going to share this video, everyone who's going to like this video. I appreciate people who ain't going to like the video, because everything I say, I don't expect everybody to agree with. That's ludicrous. You know what I'm saying? I'm not the most pro-black I'm as black as I can be every day. You know what I'm saying? Because if I was really black, I would walk into my job and slap the first cracker I see. Bat! Fuck you. Excuse my language, family. So I'm as black as I can be every day. You know what I'm saying? So I see some comments popping up. I'm sorry, family. Y'all know I got dyslexia and I just start going all over the place. I see some comments popping up. Oh, yeah, what didn't I read? All right, who's daddy? Zaddy. Oh, I got some heat on the Haitian independence, man. Like, I got some real heat. So yeah, if you're in the UK, I'll be going live Sunday at Eastern time. So I'm not sure what the UK, what the difference is. I think y'all maybe 6 hours ahead. So we'll figure something out. But I got some heat on the Haitian Revolution, man. I got some real heat on Pan African. I'm not saying I'm the best Pan Africanist out there, but it's some information that I haven't seen in the community. I'm like, why is this information not known in the community like that? Like, a lot of people got on me when I said Marcus Garvey, was inspired by the Haitian flag, right? Because nobody never heard that information before. So when I brought it to the community, people was attacking me. Like, what? What the hell are you talking about? But the elders, when I went to the elders, I was like, elders, y'all know what I'm talking about, right? Y'all read this, you know what I'm saying? Y'all know about the influence that Haiti had. And the elders was like, yeah, we know. And I'm like, why does my generation not know this? Because I think a lot of times our generation don't really read. Like, I don't know too many people who have actually read the opinions of Marcus Garvey all the way through. I don't know too many people in the conscious community. Like, I've said things, I've quoted things out of Marcus Garvey's book, and they're like, "Where that's at?" I'm like, "Wasn't chapter 3-page. You don't know this? You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying we all gonna be on the same level at the same time. I'm not trying to, if you didn't read the book, then that's okay. You got time, you can read the book. But yeah, people were getting to me. I was like, nah, bro, my stuff is factual, bro. I have at least 5 or 6 books about Marcus Garvey, written by him, written by other people. I got the Negro with the Hat. I got Marcus Garvey and his influence. I got the selected writings and speeches of Marcus Garvey, the opinions and philosophies of Marcus Garvey. I got a few books on Marcus Garvey, nonetheless. So with that being said, family, I'm gonna go ahead and get up out of here. I appreciate everybody that came in when I came live. I truly, truly appreciate it, man. I humbly appreciate when people come to listen to me provide information about our situation, man. So no, I think this is automatically gonna save. That's why I'm doing things on YouTube now. So it automatically saves, so we don't have to have that whole Instagram fiasco. How on Instagram it only saves for 24 hours. So this is definitely gonna save. You don't have to worry about it. It's gonna be here. I appreciate everybody that came in again. Let me go ahead and give shout outs before I go ahead and get out of here again. Okay, appreciate A. Rashid. Love you, bro. T. Coleman, Fatty Black, Glenn Bay. Let me see what else I seen who I didn't mention. Okay, that's good enough for me. You know what I'm saying? I'm never really about numbers. I'm about organization. You know what I'm saying? I don't do the whole numbers thing. I'm about organization, man, because we might have 1,000 people, but only 2 people might be down for the cause for real, for real. And that's just a fact. So I'm more about the heart. I'm more about the dedication. As y'all see, I'm very dedicated, to this. I'm not perfect in this, but I do what I do from a good place, a sincere place. You know what I'm saying? A place of love. So I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Till next time, think black, stay black, love black, support black, and that's real African black power.